There you go.
Hi, I'm Sub Junior,
Hi,
aka Vyom,
I'm Sub Senior, aka Rajesh,
and
and
together
together
we
we
form
form
the
the
Football
Football
Subs.
Subs.
Today we'll be talking about all the PFA Awards, transfer windows, and so much more.
Of course, we had the first round of the Premier League, 1 out of 38 gone, 37 to go. So we'll catch up on some of the action there as well.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to start with first? Why don't we start with the football? Subs Junior, what did you think?
I'm thinking PFA. So I think so. Cole Palmer and Phil Foden were one of the two players who won it.
Yeah, Cole Palmer won the Young Player of the Year award, and Phil Foden won the proper senior player of the year award, even though he is also very young and he's won the young player a couple of years back. How cool was that, Subs Junior?
That was really cool. And now we're going to talk.
Wait, what about the PFA team of the year?
What about the PFA Team of the Year award? That's been
Right.
announced.
That was announced. And do you know what happened in that? Obviously, the two best teams last year were Man City and Arsenal. And they dominated out of the starting 11. 9 players were from these two teams. There were 5 players from Arsenal,
Yeah, and
4 from Man City, and then there were 2 others. Do you know who they were? So we had on goalkeeper, of course, David Raya.
David Raya and
The back 4 were
the back William Saliba and
Gabriel Magalhaes,
yeah,
Kyle Walker, and the other non top 2 was
Alexander
Virgil van Dijk. He was one of the best defenders last year, wouldn't you say? The midfield was very much Rodri
Rice.
and Martin Odegaard, Rice. So that was sorry, and the top 3 were Foden, Haaland, and Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins made the team of the year. So Aston Villa had a rep. So the top 4 teams had some representation. Excellent.
So Senior, let's talk about this first one. So you can say the first set of matches.
So yeah, we had an exciting first round. We started off on Friday with Manchester United, right? Manchester United had a good day opener.
And there's this young boy. He scored in his debut.
Zirkzee scored in his debut.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. Huh? Man United, well, you would say 3 points is what everyone's gunning for, and they got that. And of course, Saturday was a good day with a bunch of teams. The Tractors, Ipswich, started playing. They played against Liverpool.
Well,
and they had a good start, you know. Ipswich had a good start. Of course, there was a lot of coverage of Ed Sheeran and his group. But then Liverpool won, as expected. But you know what? Ed Sheeran
But the manager of Ipswich, the Tractors, McKenna. He did a really good job of getting them into the Premier League.
He did, didn't he, last time? But do you know what? Fun fact: Ed Sheeran was meant to go to Belgrade that night to perform in a concert in the evening.
But
and
instead,
he watched the match and then he took his own plane, I think, to go. How cool was that? What about? Let's talk about one of the other games, Brighton.
Yeah, again they 3-0.
They scored 3-0. And do you know a fun fact about Brighton? They've got one of the youngest managers, 31 years old. And do you know another thing about Brighton? James Milner, ex Liverpool, ex everything. Yeah. He's gone to Brighton. He's 38 years old.
He's older than the manager.
He's older than the manager, and he also set a record. Do you know what record that was? This is his 23rd consecutive Premier League campaign in which he's played. 23rd. James Milner has been playing
He's a really experienced
since he was 15 years old. So we cannot not talk about the top 2 teams and how they played. So what was your view about Arsenal Wolves?
I mean Arsenal would win as expected, but I mean if you see, I mean Saka's crosses and then.
So Arsenal played Wolves.
The Gunners played the Wolves. So, and I mean Arsenal 2-0 as expected, and Arsenal have also trying to sign a couple new players.
That's true.
But Nico Williams, Mikel Merino, and
yeah, maybe a striker. Who knows? There's always rumors about Victor Osimhen. Maybe Ivan Toney is available. Who knows? It's all possible.
But I don't think Ivan Toney will join because he won't fit in the tiki-taka thing.
That's true. That's true. But in the game itself, so in the game itself, well, obviously our false nine centre forward, Kai Havertz. Oh, what a lad! 60 Samina Mina,
Waka waka,
60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scored again. So Kai Havertz scored again by getting an assist from Saka, and you know
And
what? He repaid the debt by providing an assist to Saka. And Saka, oh boy, that boy has such a tremendous
yeah,
right-left foot. Did you see how he passed from the right, crooked on his left? And did you see the goal?
finesse. Yeah.
He had the entire right side open area, and the goalkeeper was going to
I
save
mean,
that, but he
Saka,
finished it to his left, and it was just amazing.
yeah, and Saka's really ability to finesse it. It's really impressive because like he can curl the ball well and yeah.
Control. That's the main thing. And David Raya had a good performance. Yeah, he didn't have to
Yeah.
do much, but that one save where again the
He
entire goal
was
was there.
about to
He was
dive
about
the
to dive
other
here,
way.
and then what a
He's like
solid block!
like
Oh,
and then
what a
like
solid
that.
block! So that was a tremendous game. And then of course the other top two team, which is the top one team to be honest, the defending champions, Man City
Man
played
City.
went to Chelsea. What
Yeah.
good game! Chelsea played with some grit, and but then the result was as expected.
Man City win.
Man City won, and who scored? But our
Haaland
very
and
own
Haaland.
Holland. He
Hey,
scored. Hey, so that's what happened. Man City did well, and order was restored at the top of the championship. So right now it's Brighton at the top of the table with a 3 goal difference, and of course Liverpool, and then Arsenal, and then Man City. They're all up there with the 2 goal difference. Monday we had an interesting game with Leicester going to Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham were dominating absolutely in the first half,
yeah,
but
but then
what happened?
Vardy.
Jamie Vardy. Oh my God, that man never ages, never tires, and you must admire his loyalty to the club. Did you know that in 2015-16, after they won the title, Arsenal made a serious offer for him and pulled his release clause. He even agreed personal terms, but he decided not to in the last minute, which
No.
was just as well, I guess, at that point in time. But what a lad! We are,
Yeah.
of course, Arsenal is going to its bogey team, Aston Villa, to whom we
Yeah.
lost twice last year. We'll see what happens.
With Ollie Watkins at top.
Yeah, but then the other top teams have fairly easy run of fixtures. But who knows?
And
The Tractors are, of course, beating Man City after meeting Liverpool, so
so-
they got off to a rollicking start in the Premier League. So we spoke. We're continuing on the series of transfers. We talked about, of course, Merino and a bunch of others at Arsenal. Did you know that Ilkay Gundogan is back at Man City?
Really?
Yeah, really. So they're
Really?
yeah, really. And Ivan Toney is not even in the squad because Brentford are waiting for an offer for him. Maybe from Saudi Arabia, maybe from somewhere. Wouldn't it be cool if one of the local teams does it? Eddie Nketiah is more or less confirmed to Nottingham Forest. So that could be something. Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal will probably be loaned to a couple of
Yeah.
one of two teams.
Like,
So a few things still happening before the end of the window in a few days' time. So there we go. It's been a good week, good progress overall. It's been great to be part of this. Thank you for all the love, for all the subscription, for the personal messages.
and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. And thank you again. And once again, we're the football
All serves.